He was a deacon at his church in Atlanta.
Everybody in the neighborhood called him Dad.
Headed home from Thursday night Bible study.
What's the location of your emergency?
Somebody ran to my truck right here.
He was involved in a crash, and when police showed up, this officer told him that he was at fault. As he went to go sign the traffic citation, his family says the officer got physical for some reason.
He lost it.
The 62-year-old was slammed to the ground and tased.
And then he starts saying, "I can't breathe."
He died at the hospital. The family's fight to hold the officer accountable, desperate for police to release the body camera footage. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. August 10th, 2023, Arnitra Hollman says that not long after her dad, Johnny Hollman, left virtual Bible study, she got a call from him. He was in an accident in southwest Atlanta and says that somebody hit him. Thankfully, it was minor. There were no injuries. They were just waiting for police to show up. About an hour goes by. Police finally show up, but it was an encounter that nobody expected to happen. You can hear in his voice, 62-year-old Johnny Hollman was calm when he called 911 to report the crash.
Somebody ran to my truck right here.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Johnny Hollman.
It was taking a while for police to show up. The driver in the other car also called 911.
I just reported an accident, and I was just wondering how long the police would take to get here. Just because the person that got in the accident here, this guy's acting a little belligerent, and I'm like, I just want to make sure I'm able to report.
The entire night, Arnitra Hollman is communicating with her dad on and off. He calls around 10:23 saying that police finally arrived. She then gets another call about an hour and a half later from an unrecognizable number.
I proceeded to answer the phone, but when I answered the phone, I could hear him say, "Baby, baby." But then I could hear the officer. The officer was very irate. He was hollering at him. He was, talking to him crazy, using profanity. And then I could hear my father start to say, "You're doing an old man like me like this, and I can't breathe. My asthma acting up." And then he started to say, "Help, help."
She and a few family members raced to the scene. She said her dad was in distress.
And I see all these blue lights and red lights and sirens and everything just everywhere. And I see them beating in my dad's chest, trying to, perform CPR and, trying to get him back. But I know that he's gone because his body's lifeless.
In a statement, Atlanta police wrote, quote, that the APD officer conducted an investigation and determined the at-fault driver. The officer attempted to issue a traffic citation to the at-fault driver. However, the driver became agitated and uncooperative. The officer attempted to take the driver into custody, but he resisted and a struggle ensued. After several minutes struggling with the driver, the officer utilized his taser and with the help of a witness, placed him into handcuffs. Once the driver was in handcuffs, the officer recognized that he was unresponsive and requested EMS to the scene.
Hurt my daddy. He said,
I can't believe it, man.
I got to record it.
Y'all got my daddy
I got it.
on the ground
Got it.
like this.
You can hear the panic in Arnitra Hollman's voice when she arrived.
When I saw him, I was like, "Y'all done killed my daddy." I heard it. Y'all killed my daddy.
Her father was taken to the hospital where he later died. Weeks went by, and as the family tearfully went public, holding marches and rallies at City Hall, it put pressure on Atlanta police to show them the surveillance video. They got that opportunity to watch it privately on September 8th.
In the police report, they said he had become combative. When we watched that video, he wasn't combative. He was just saying, "Hey, call a sergeant." Deacon Hollman repeats 2 more times, "I'll sign the ticket. I'll sign the ticket." He takes him down. He begins to tase him. He even punches him. And Deacon Hollman is saying, "I'll sign the ticket." And then he starts saying, "I can't breathe." And then the officer inexplicably is saying, "Sign the ticket. Sign the ticket," while he's on top of him, on the ground, with a taser in his back.
Walk us through how you guys were feeling as a family when you had to sit there and watch that.
It was heartbreaking. I couldn't believe what I was actually seeing.
Atlanta Mayor Andre Deacon ordering a full internal review of this case, while the Georgia Bureau of Investigations is conducting its own independent investigation. why they haven't released the video to the public yet.
But why this case?
This is Atlanta's Eric Garner. This is Atlanta's case that they do not want the country's eyes to be on. It really is. I think it is that senseless.
The Shade Room also learned that on the same day the family was shown the video, the Atlanta Police Department changed its rules regarding traffic citations, allowing officers to write refusal to sign in the signature line instead of making an arrest. They said, quote, that APD officers will have the driver now sign the citation only to acknowledge receipt of the citation and awareness of the court date. If the violator refuses to sign the citation, the APD officer will inform the driver that signing the citation is not an admission of guilt. The family says they can change the rules, but it won't bring back their father.
This officer don't know what he did. He don't know what you took from us. And I keep saying it's something that you can't get back. We got to live with this pain the rest of our life. The rest of our life.
Over the weekend, supporters were back out marching and rallying at City Hall to bring more awareness to this case. Family attorneys also tell me that the officer involved had only been on the force for 2 years. He's been identified as 23-year-old Kiran Kimborough. In the meantime, the family has launched a petition for police to release that body camera footage. We have a link on our website, theshaderoom.com, where you can go and sign. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.